Upon meeting someone for the first time, it is common practice to shake hands. Now, the handshake goes back thousands of years to ancient Greece, where it was a way to demonstrate that you were open, honest, and also unarmed. The actual shaking part is thought to go back to medieval Europe, where knights would shake each other by the hand to check that neither was carrying any concealed weaponry. And you can tell a fair bit by someone from their handshake. From the texture of their skin, you'll have a rough idea what it is they do for a living. Occasionally you get an insight into their personality. For example, a lot of management types, they will start a handshake like this from an elevated position with their hand flat. The idea being that they can then shake the other person's hand down, asserting their dominance. And if you find someone who does that, my advice is that the second your hand comes into contact with theirs, twist it very quickly so it's straight again. And if you get it right, you'll see the wince of pain in their eyes. And of course, you are also sending an important message. You are saying, don't play any fucking mind games with me, you pen-pushing prick, or I'll hang you with your own fucking tie. But the practice of shaking hands in the workplace may soon be coming to an end, because for a number of years now, we've had young people of a social justice warrior disposition who've been going to universities, where they've learnt fuck all other than how to be offended by everything. But these people are now leaving and getting jobs, and many of them are saying to their employers they're not comfortable with shaking hands at work because it encroaches on their personal space. And if you squint a bit, that sort of makes sense. I mean, I've met people before where I shake them by the hand and then immediately afterwards I'm wiping my own hand on my trousers, hoping they'll fuck off so I can go to the toilet and get the antibacterial scrub going. But also, there are also the full-on snowflakes, the people for whom reality is nothing but a mere passing dream. And what some of them are saying is that because shaking hands is skin-on-skin contact, it's the same as sexual assault. Well, it fucking isn't, is it? I'm sure I can tell the difference. If I meet someone for the first time and they shake me by the hand and introduce themselves, then that's a handshake. Whereas, if I meet someone, they bend me over a desk, pull down my trousers and start sodomising me, my thought will be, one of us has severely misread this situation. The same with meeting a female. As a man, I obviously shake a woman's hand more delicately than I would with the blokes because women have smaller hands. That's not the same as ramming your hand down a girl's knickers, saying, alright sugar tits, nice legs, what time do they open? I think part of the problem is so many young people now leave school ill-equipped to deal with the real world. Just on my way to work today, there's some youth, 17, 18 years old, as I'm driving along, he just steps off the pavement in front of my car. I've nailed my fucking brakes and stopped 3 to 4 feet away from him, blown the horn, where he's looked at me with this expression that just says, you're not from inside my phone, you can't be important, and just wanders off staring at his mobile or cell phone if you're from the new world. If he does it again, he'll fucking notice it because I won't bother slowing down. I'm sure he'll pay attention when he's being disemboweled by the bonnet ornament on my Jag. Anyway, back to handshakes. Well, some younger people are saying there's a compromise. Instead of shaking hands, what about a fist bump? Now, for me, there's two problems with that. First of all, if someone goes to fist bump me, I will assume they are mentally retarded. Not a bit slow, I mean a full-on fucking mong. Secondly, it's also about communication, because these youngsters can't listen as it is. And it's going to be very bad in the workplace if someone doesn't understand the instructions. We've got some visitors. Please don't shake their hand. They'd rather be fisted.